Greetings and Happy New Year from us here at Brick and Lantern. Hope you're doing well so far this year, and I thought that instead of trying to get a head start on 2023, I'd still linger in the past a little bit longer and go over a few of my top 10 things from 2022. Particularly, I want to take a look back at the creativity and playfulness of the year and talk about some fun stuff that happened. So let's start small with number 10. This is the Knight of the Yellow Castle. Recently came out in the last set of collectible minifigures, and was the first figure that I was gunning for when I saw it in all of the Instagram leaks and the official promo photos. I love this figure. I love how we get to celebrate LEGO's 90th anniversary in such a fun and playful fashion. I wasn't able to include the hobby horse here. This figure really stretches back and gets to the core of what we do with this building system, which is create our dreams and create and imagine a fun and exciting world to be in. Number 9 is another little more spiritual thing. This is the Brick Separator, or Bricky, you might have heard him be called in previous episodes. Got a lot of Brick Separators this year, and I think that the Brick Separator is one of my favorite tools, especially just thinking about the mindset that it puts you in, able to take things apart. You're able to go back calmly and start to disassemble your problems and hopefully find a pretty simple solution. These guys have been a great help over the year. Look at them, they're even stacking together to make a little Brick Separator stack there. Next year is going to be even bigger for the Brick Separator, and hopefully we get to include a couple of these guys in a build at some point. But we'll see what the future holds for these little Brick Separators. Number 8. This is a couple of the mocks from Hit the Bricks. This was the Minifigure Vignette show that I did with my friend Drew, and we'll be continuing to build on in 2023. And these are really important to me because it just kind of symbolizes the ability for me and for the channel to really serve as a place to share LEGO. I really like the idea that instead of just reviewing sets or just doing my own thing, that we're kind of bringing in some other people, some other influences, and collaborating within the community to hopefully make something that's a lot more creative and a lot different. So you can see my build on the left versus Drew's on the right, and they're just so varied and so different, and we both have an extremely different way of tackling the same ideas and the same theme. Hopefully, in the future I'll be able to continue collaborating, and let me know down in the comments if you have any ideas for future collaborations or things that you'd like to see on Hit the Bricks. But if you missed the last episode, it is up in the corner right now. Number 7. This isn't just Macy's Battlesuit from Nexo Knights, which is a set that we might have seen before. This is actually a representation of LEGO thrifting. I absolutely love going to thrift sales. I think that sometimes you can find the coolest things in the world there, and of course, this is a LEGO YouTube channel, so why not blend my two hobbies together? Oftentimes I don't find much when going thrifting, but sometimes I find real steals. I bought this set in box complete for $1, and I think that kind of goes to show the pinnacle of LEGO thrift sales as far as you can get. I've also been able to score a ton of other bulk parts and kind of various this and that things, but Macy's Battlesuit is, as of right now, the best thing I've found. If you'll stay tuned, you will see something very, very special soon in kind of a documentary series about another thrift pickup I was able to make not too long before Christmas. And at number 6, it's our Friendly Space Pizza Man. Friendly Space Pizza Man is not just an amazing Italian treat, he is one of my minifigure vignettes. This is a series that I started doing not too long ago, and comparing this vignette with my first vignette, which is this nobleman, I think we've come a long way so far. Just looking at the way that it's shaped and structured, and I've really grown a lot in the techniques that I've been using for these vignettes. I love giving each figure its own unique environment, and if you have any vignettes that I'd like to try or like to revisit, let me know down below, but I'm so excited to continue growing with the vignettes and keep learning how to build better builds. At number 4, we have not only a little Legoland castle, but my trip to Legoland. Ever since I was a little kid, I'd always wanted to go visit Legoland, and this year I finally got my chance to go. Now, I have a little Legoland that's closer to me than the original one, but a trip out west is an excuse to go see San Diego's Legoland, so I thought, why not? I had an absolute great time. Everything there was really, really neat. A little old, but that's to be expected. They even had some vintage Bionicle things, but I had an awesome time, and I think that park is amazing. And this little Lego set, complete with the Lego dragon on the side, is my little memento from San Diego back to the East Coast here. Legoland was phenomenal, and I can't wait to go back someday, but I'm so glad that I got the chance to go today. And at number 4, we have the Abandoned Castle layout. This has been something that I haven't tried before. I've always been inspired by people that have been building layouts and displaying them, Cheesy Bricks in particular with the Minecraft layout, and finally to get to kind of tackle my own, it seems like a rite of passage almost, as being an AFOL seems like it's kind of predicated on these things, and that it's really adult style Lego building almost, of attaching these dream castle parts together and really getting a feel for, oh, this is kind of environment you could be in. I've been so excited to keep putting this together and seeing these pieces interact and the support on these 2 videos, so I'm looking forward to putting together more vignettes in 2023, hopefully expanding this layout and hopefully a couple years down the line making this a full, proper, big person Lego layout. But till then, the Abandoned Castle is sitting at number 4 and I'm loving it. At number 3, another castle-related thing. I know we're getting back to the thesis of this channel. This is the Forestmans Hideout, and overall our stand-in for this year's gift with purchases. 2022 is a very interesting year for GWP, particularly this set, which I had to get secondhand, versus the sets at Walmart, which I got, and of course the LEGO VIP parts bags, which I have been using amply throughout builds and using for parts for other builds that we'll see in the future, but I think we really got spoiled this year with GWPs. I know that there is some FOMO that plays into getting these things, and while I always don't love the business practices of getting them, I think that when the designers really pull themselves together and try to offer a very compelling gift, they tend to do so with flying colors. We see in the review of this build, even though it was a GWP, I still have some really, really great features with it, and I think that if they had just put it on sale, it would have been number 1, maybe number 2. It would have gotten higher in the list if these things were actually for sale instead of infuriatingly be locked behind a paywall, and I think that this is the one thing that annoys me. I understand the need to make money, but I really wish that, especially with GWPs coming up, they would just be open and available for AFOLs to buy on the primary market instead of trying to sell them and get them through these kind of underhanded tactics that we're seeing now, especially with the price ceilings, but that's a gripe for RR Slugger, not me. Number 2, Flying In. This is the Galaxy Explorer. This is a set I have fallen in love with. I bought it as soon as I was able and just, holy crow, look at this thing, people. I mean, talk about an ode to how far we've come, the designers have come, and how many elements have been printed that now we can go back and design these older, very iconic pieces with still so much integrity and so much joy kind of strapped into them, and really this sense, this playful spirit, this adventurous spirit, and how far that people are willing to go to pay homage to these kinds of classic builds. The designers knocked this out of the park. I can't wait to review it soon. There are so many play features, including one that I just discovered not too long ago. Number 2 being the Galaxy Explorer only feels right, and I'm really saving it for when we're able to talk about it further in depth and really drill into it. I want to make it a special affair. I want to talk about space and what classic space means to me, but till then I think we're going to head on to number 1 here, roll our buggy down the ramp on to the next adventure. Until then, classic space, and this is number 1. This is the Zaku II build. I did this not too long ago. It was based off of an amazing build of another LEGO creator and kind of represents to me the synthesis of the community, of the playfulness of the parts, The fact that we are able to intermingle the things that we love with Lego building, as I've talked about through this video, and how much Lego building becomes almost a part of our lives. The Zaku II is one of my favorite builds. I love posing this thing, I love playing with this thing, I love using it during the editing process, and I'm really excited to add some more mobile suits from Mobile Suit Gundam to the Zaku II and give it some more friends. I've already got some parts picked out for another one here, but number one being the Zaku II is a no-brainer. I love this thing, and it seems like a lot of people have enjoyed the building process as well, so watch out for more Lego Gundam videos, folks. 2023 is going to be a good year for mobile suits. That was 2022. I really had an amazing year. I thank all of you for your continued supports, for the comments, for the likes, for just viewing the videos, for coming by and saying, you know what, this is a worthwhile endeavor that we are doing here. It's been so much fun doing this. It hasn't even been a full year, and I can't imagine doing anything else with my free time, and really this is a fun way to represent the hobby, push myself forward, and continue to bring people together, which is really a goal with this channel. So if you have any ideas for 2023, things you'd like to see, things you don't want me to keep doing, other feedback, please let me know down below in the comments. Subscribe if you feel like I've earned it, and until then, take care and good night.